Good happy Thursday evening. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast. Let's get started. First up, hearing held on previously dismissed Manchester domestic violence case. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9, Ray Brewer.
I have to say, I'm honestly really amazed. I have seen such a drastic change in my skin over the past 7 days, from my skin looking brighter, it feeling a lot softer.
Aaron, the judge took the case under advisement, but in their letter to the city, the Attorney General's office called for cases like this to be aggressively litigated. The competency hearing took place behind closed doors at Circuit Court in Manchester. As he left the courthouse Thursday, though, Augustin Bahati had nothing to say, and neither did his attorney. A forensic examiner had found that Bahati, who's from the Congo, was unable to understand the United States system of justice, and the charges were dismissed. In their letter to the city, dated June 12th of this year, the Attorney General's office said that finding simply does not comport with the requirements for a finding of incompetency. Now, the concerns outlined by the AG's office have already led to major changes, including the retirement of the city solicitor and his deputy. The interim city solicitor, former U.S. Attorney Emily Rice, says she would have no comment on this case, but again, the judge has taken the matter under advisement, and there's no indication when she will rule. Reporting live in Manchester, Ray Brewer, WMUR News 9.
Okay, that was Ray Brewer reporting on that, and there you go on that report. Winning was a pipe dream. 758 million Powerball winner comes forward. Let's take a listen to this video from WCVB Boston.
I just happened to find out. I was at work. I was leaving work at night, and I leave with this guy Rob. He's a chicken fireman, and we just happened to walk out. And he said, "I bet you somebody won with these numbers with birthdays." And I went, "Oh yeah, I know. It's never going to be me. It's just a pipe dream I've always had." And he's reading these numbers, and I pull mine out, and I go, "Hey, I have that. I have that. I have that." And he goes, "Let me see that ticket." He goes, "You just won." I go, "You're joking. Come on, please." He said, "Sign that ticket now." And I couldn't drive anywhere. I couldn't do anything. So he followed me, actually, to make sure I was safely home to go and like that.
That's our chicken.
That's how I found out from him.
Did you get news or anything? How did it feel?
I'm sorry?
That was a colleague from work?
A colleague from work that I've known for a long time.
Were you buying that ticket, and were you just there to buy it specifically or something else?
Well, I was just there to buy it for just luck. Just go in, just buy a scratch ticket and just say, okay, maybe it's me, maybe it won't be me. You know, it's just a chance I had to take.
Just a quick pick?
No, actually, I chose some numbers, and then I chose 2 quick picks.
How did you choose the numbers? Were there any significant?
My numbers were kind of basically random, like maybe with our birthdays, maybe one from here, one from there. I just whatever could work. And then, you know, there's a thing between me and my mom and my stepfather, and I have a friend. We all go out to dinner on a Friday night, and we all play Keno, and our number is 4. So I just happened to choose, and it worked to my advantage. It just really did.
Can you tell us how you were feeling now? What happened with your feelings, your emotions, when you realized that you're the big winner?
Last night it was kind of like I didn't realize I won. Today, as I'm driving here, I'm still like, oh, this isn't true. This can't be. And then now it's like, I am a winner, and I'm scared, but I'll be okay. You know, I'm just coming down from all that, and I wanted to be just me, and just be alone, and just be able to be me and figure out what I want to do.
Have you thought about what you're going to do with all that money? Maybe the first thing you're going to do?
The first thing I want to do is I just want to sit back and relax. And I had a pipe dream, and my pipe dream has finally come true. I wanted to retire in 12, and it came early.
What do you do for work?
I work work currently at Mercy Medical Center, and I was there for 32 years, and I was a unit extender patient care type thing.
Are
So I
you
work.
still there, or are you?
I've called them and told them I will not be coming back.
Oh, well.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Congratulations to her. Earthquake recorded in Casco Bay. Did you feel anything? A minor earthquake was recorded Thursday morning in Casco Bay. The 2.2 magnitude earthquake was reported around 11 a.m., about a half-mile offshore from Cape Elizabeth. The United States Geological Society recorded. One person reported it to WMTW News 8. It didn't feel very minor to me. My whole house shook and it sounded like an explosion. My thought was, all the aircraft in the area for the air show? Earthquake blew a 3.0 magnitude are considered low intense and are felt by very few under especially favorable conditions, the USGS writes. According to Scholastics, during a 2.0 magnitude, trees sway, small ponds ripple, doors swing slowly, but you can't tell that an earthquake is to blame. Nearly a dozen minor earthquakes have been reported across Maine since 2015. The last significant earthquake in Maine happened in October 16, 2012. It was felt more than 100 miles away in Boston. The strongest earthquake recorded in Maine, a magnitude 5.1, happened in March of 1904. Now let's take a look at your markets and see how your markets did for this Thursday evening. And here's a look at those markets right now. Your Dow Jones Industrial Average closed in the red and went down. Your Nasdaq closed in the red and went down. S&P 500 Index closed in the red and went down. CNBC IQ 100 closed in the red and went down. Gold closed in the red and went down. Oil closed in the red and went down. US 10-year closed in the green and went up. Euro/USD closed in the green and went up. And VIX closed in the red and went down. Now let's take a look at your business news. Retail stocks jump as earnings aren't as bad as feared. Dow fell slightly. Retail stocks rose sharply on Thursday after companies in the sector, some of the worst performance this year, rebounded after earnings weren't as bad as feared. Harvey expected to make landfall as major hurricane. Let's take a listen to this video from ABC News.
Is the only shot. This is the year to chase an NFL dream.
That ominous view from space as Hurricane Harvey churns in the Gulf of Mexico, gaining strength as it moves towards the coast, expected to make landfall near Corpus Christi early Saturday as a dangerous Category 3 with winds up to 115 miles an hour.
The only thing predictable about the storm is that it's unpredictable.
From Texas to Louisiana and Mississippi, people loading up and laying out sandbags.
I think I'm going to have to get everything off the floor.
Preparing for more than 30 inches of rain in some places and a storm surge up to 12 feet.
We need people to be aware.
That awareness already leading to long lines at gas stations.
Absolute insanity over this hurricane.
And empty store shelves. Those in the Lone Star State planning to stay put, stocking up on the essentials.
Water and food and batteries.
Others now packing up, heading from the coast and low-lying areas where voluntary evacuation orders are now in place.
We're going to, in the strongest possible terms, as they say, get out of Dodge.
The governor of Texas has preemptively issued a disaster declaration in 30 counties. Louisiana's governor has done the same for that entire state. Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Okay, and there you go on that report. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Thursday night, and I'll see you back here tomorrow with more news. Good night, everyone. Bye.